Hello everyone, welcome back to my studio, Jumbo Cat here, and today I bring you the Battle of Gyndine. Of course, I have to give the backstory of the battle and whatnot. So, currently, the log I'm a part of, Legends Log, is making builds focusing on. Sorry, I haven't been feeling myself lately. Uh, we are making builds based upon the Yuuzhan Vong War. Uh, and basically, I'll just give a rundown of the war. So there was a species called the Yuuzhan Vong who were not a part of the Star Wars galaxy, and in their galaxy they completely destroyed it through hundreds of years of war and destruction, and so then they needed to find a new place to, repopulate. So then they started invading the Star Wars galaxy, and they won a lot of battles, but they eventually lost the war. Uh, uh, they were many Yuuzhan Vong were killed. Trillions of Star Wars innocents were wiped out. Just a very very costly war, and this is the battle in Gyndine took place 25 ABY, so that's after the Battle of Yavin. This happened just a little bit after the Yuuzhan Vong started invading the Star Wars galaxy, and the planet of Gyndine was under the control of the Empire. It had a very very large ground force as well as you know ship defense. But then it was just abandoned by them. And then after the rebels won the war, they took it over and put it under the control of the New Republic. And and at the time of the battle, it was very it was barely populated by New Republic troopers. There was a very small ground force and an incredibly weak orbital force. In fact, it was mostly made out of GR-75s, which are the kind of dome-looking ships that you can see in the original trilogy, which don't really do anything. They're just there to just because. And so the Yuuzhan Vong quickly destroyed the orbital fleet, and then they started invading the rest of the planet. And in this scene that I have constructed, they a small New Republic squad is being overrun and wiped out by furious Yuuzhan Vong warriors, and squad is under the command of Worth Skitter, who is one of the highest ranking Jedi Knights at the time, who was eventually captured during the invasion. And they those few who have actually survived, they're taking cover behind one of the legs of this abandoned ATST, because I thought that since it was abandoned by the Empire, it might be cool to make like a downed and all mossy and rusty Imperial vehicle, and I actually really really like it. And the this one took quite a bit of time to make, not only because I wasn't that motivated to make it, because like I said, I haven't been feeling myself lately. But also because I had to make all of the custom New Republic troopers, because These are not of the Star Wars of the Lego Star Wars gallery. I had to custom make them. I used clone trooper phase 1 armor and basic white helmets. They're also supposed to have orange markings, but I didn't really have enough resources to make it wholly accurate. The Yuuzhan Vong are made out of just Lord of the Rings and Hobbit orcs, because, they have bone showing, it looks unnatural, they have pointy ears, sharp teeth, uh, it fits perfectly, although it wouldn't be like completely accurate to the battle. And so that's basically it. And I'm very happy to say that my entry to Commander Commandos, or I can't really pronounce his name correctly, Commander Commando. I I'm very pleased to say that my entry to Commander Commando's mock contest has won first prize. I I am very proud of that. I worked really hard on my last one, and I also worked very hard on this one to try to make it look as floral and flush as possible. So without further ado, I'm Jumbo Cat, and I'll see you later with more great content.